Now, Azerbaijan's armed forces have launched what they're calling an anti-terror operation in the disputed region of Nagorno Karabakh. The territory has an Armenian majority and functions as a de facto part of Armenia, but is internationally recognised as part of Azerbaijan. Russian peacekeepers have been deployed since a 2020 war to monitor the ceasefire. We're live now to the Armenian capital, Yerevan, where I'm joined by the freelance journalist and Caucasus expert Neil Hauer. Neil, thank you very much for joining us. It's perhaps confusing for people to understand exactly what's going on. Are you able to just explain this latest development?
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple hours ago at about 1:30 p.m. local time, which is about 2 hours ago, Azerbaijan launched a full-scale offensive. Missile strikes all across the territory of Nagorno Karabakh, artillery shelling on military infrastructure, also on civilian infrastructure, and reports of Azerbaijani troops attempting to advance along the line of contact along the entire front line. So it's a full-scale invasion offensive launched by Azerbaijan here.
And how easy is it to get an idea of what conditions are like on the ground? I mean, from what you're saying, that potentially civilian casualties might be an issue here.
Absolutely. There's already reports of children being brought to the hospitals in Nagorno Karabakh, which is very difficult because the territory has been under blockade for 9 months, and there's almost no fuel even for ambulances. But there's videos as well of children running to the shelters as Azerbaijani artillery is hitting just a few meters away from them. And yeah, civilian casualties are going to be a big issue here. And yeah, something that's only going to get worse. And how easy is it to get sort of accurate information about what's going on? Where were you getting your information from? I mean, from social media, from reports from within the territory itself, and photo and video evidence as well. There's videos that are already circulating, taken and posted by people there, despite the difficult internet conditions, of the residential apartment buildings that have been hit by Azerbaijani artillery. So it's not an easy situation. Azerbaijan prevents any independent media from going there whatsoever. So it's not easy to get your own information from the ground there. But there are still plenty of people in Nagorno Karabakh who have internet connections who are sharing with us. And Neil, just give us a sort of potted history, if you like, of this area and why it's become such an area of conflict. Sure. So, I mean, the region of Nagorno-Karabakh itself was disputed territory. Armenian ethnic majority broke away from the Soviet Union in the breakup of the Soviet Union in the late 90s. Declared independence. There was a war then. They were victorious. Then Azerbaijan launched a new war in 2020. Azerbaijan was victorious this time, and only a small part of Karabakh was remaining. Russian peacekeepers came in to secure the area in 2020 there. And then for the last year and a half, Azerbaijan has been increasing the tension, and they've blockaded people in there entirely, cut off their only road access to the outside world for the past 9 months. And now they've just gone ahead and launched, unilaterally a new war against these people to try and either force out the entire population or force the remaining people there to submit to them. So, I mean, how worried are people on the ground about sort of further escalation? I mean, extremely worried. I mean, Azerbaijan makes no secret of what it wants to do with them in the way that it views them. It views them, as illegal Armenian separatists, illegal Armenian terrorists on its own territory, and it wants to either force them out or just kill them. I mean, there was in the 2020 war, there was dozens of horrific war crimes committed by the Azerbaijani armed forces against Armenian civilians, and I'm sure that we're into the opening stages of that again. Okay, Neil Hauer, we'll have to leave it there, but clearly a very worrying situation today in Azerbaijan. We'll keep across developments there.